Hey yo guys, what's good? It's your boy Rave, and today I thought I'd make a reaction video to Iman Gadzhi's uh I'm going to get canceled for this video. He just posted it 2 days ago. I barely have watched this guy, um, but I liked his video and I thought it had a good message, and yeah, basically that's my opinion about it. So let's just get right into the reaction. Let me know in the comments what you think, and um, yeah, let's get right to it. S- Sorry, ads, pain in the ass. Anyway,
There is a top secret undeclared war that is going on behind the scenes right now. You see, the last few weeks I found myself investigating something way deeper than I ever would have imagined. You know that feeling when you see something happen in the media, a narrative spread, it's being perpetuated, and it just doesn't sit right with you. Something feels off. You know, as if there was some sort of, I don't know, agenda behind it? Well, that's exactly how I feel about this war against masculinity and freedom of speech that's really started to ramp up in the last few months especially. Recently it's gone so bad that it feels like they are trying to silence us by pushing so much BS down our throats that we nearly asphyxiate and aren't even capable of speaking anymore. And the worst part is all of these attacks seem so specific and coordinated that, I can't help but feel that there may be a bigger story that's not being told. So I have had this fire inside of me recently to start searching for some answers. Why is there a war against people who speak up against the media's agenda and encourage people to think for themselves? Why is it that only one side of the argument gets silenced? And lastly, who is behind all of this? All of these questions led me down so many different rabbit holes, and the path that was the scariest was just looking back at the history of our civilization as a whole. And here's why. I found myself reading about the motives and end goals of the ancient Greek wars, the Roman civilization, all the way down to World War I and II. And I will say at first I thought I might have been exaggerating by comparing an actual war with guns and bombs and planes to a few social media cancellations and bans. But after really digging deep into the past wars the world has lived through, I have noticed that there is something truly nefarious going on. But what is it and why? What sparked every single one of those wars was the strive for control. It was not the strive for one nation to control another, or the strive of its people to control their land, but rather the strive of a very small group of individuals to control everything that they could put their hands on, and above all perpetuate such control for generations to come. From the Roman Wars to the Cold Wars, there was always a small group of people acting behind the scenes with their hidden motives masked behind false ideals. And that, my friends, is why I call them the puppet masters. Everything that happens around you is carefully planned by the puppet masters in control and executed by their puppets that we get to see around us. Now, most people would stop there, but I asked myself, is this really the final answer? The more I thought about this answer, the more questions I had. How do the puppet masters achieve control? And how have a few people managed to control an entire civilization through the course of history? And this is where things start to get very concerning. It'll be the end of our ability to question things and do what we believe is right for us and the people around us. And if we don't step up and stop this from happening, the next God knows how many centuries are not going to look very pretty for any of us. And that's because since your income doesn't grow linearly, as most people think, it means it will go up and down. And as a result, the closer your expense level is to your income level, the less room for error you have. And it's a very clever trap set up by the puppet masters themselves. Now the fact is, we are in a situation today where the puppet masters are on the verge of successfully implementing their mass control plan. Long story short, the world is falling apart just as the puppet masters want it. Does that really not raise alarm bells for you? So you should have been building this moat, this layer of protection around yourself the last 2 years. But if you haven't done that yet, well, there's actually still one last light at the end of the tunnel.
if you feel like you can't be masculine in this world anymore, don't feel that way. Feel free to speak your mind. Um, you know, I don't look like the most masculine guy in the world, and um, I don't struggle with it, I'd say, but I see other guys. When I was in school, I saw it. It was big. Like you could see it. It was right in front of you, and I think it's a big issue these days. And um, I think that these agendas that are being portrayed in front of us are affecting certain aspects of men's life. So, yeah, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for coming by, and I will see you guys in the next one.